few minutes, though, to bring you the latest information in news, weather, and sports. We are on the road. I'm actually in Sioux City today. In Sioux City, getting ready for the NAIA National Basketball Tournament tomorrow. It will continue as scheduled. Hastings College is in Sioux City right now. In fact, they're staying in the same motel that I am in right now, just a few blocks from the Tyson Event Center. So the Hastings College Bethel of Tennessee game will go on as scheduled tomorrow. In fact, Bethel is also staying in the same motel as Hastings and yours truly here. So we're all grouped together. We're all safe, having a good time. And again, we'll have basketball tomorrow in the round of 16 of the NAIA National Tournament. It'll start at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be on the air with a pregame show at 12:45. So we'll run a shortened program here today, but we wanted to get you up to date on the sports headlines locally and any weather-related announcements to bring along. We'll be talking about the Nebraska baseball team. They were in action yesterday out in California. They picked up a win over Pepperdine. We'll tell you about that coming up. Hastings College softball team, they swept a doubleheader from Peru State yesterday. So the Broncos will get ready. They'll be back on the road again on Friday, playing in Sioux Center, Iowa against the Dordt Defenders. We'll talk a little bit about the Hastings College basketball matchup with Bethel of Tennessee here today. Plus, the high school baseball season is scheduled to get underway this week. We'll see if this really happens. Hastings High is scheduled to play Norris tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 out at Duncan Field. Adams Central is scheduled to play Wayne on Friday with a first pitch at 4:30. It's a tourney time. We had two play-in games in the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament last night. So 2 games last night. We'll have 2 games again today, or actually tonight. Indiana has hired West Virginia's Darian DeFries to take over its basketball program. We've got some NFL news we'll tell you about here this morning. So, again, thanks for joining us on Huddle Up and Extreme Sports. We don't have the phone line with us today, but if you'd like to drop me a message on the social media sites, especially on Facebook, we'll try to monitor those comments here this morning. Again, we're in Sioux City getting ready for the NAIA National Basketball Tournament, and Tyson Irvonic, he's not with us today. Tyson is in the dark in his Western studios. Again, I talked with Tyson earlier this morning. Interstate 80, I guess, is now closed between Lincoln and Lexington because of poor visibility. We haven't had a lot of snow, but the snow is blowing around, causing visibility problems. 60 to 70 mile per hour winds being reported across the state of Nebraska. So Interstate 80 is closed between Lincoln and Lexington. We understand most of the city of Hastings is without power right now. Juniata is without power. Heavy wet snow causing some problems with the power lines. I guess they're breaking all over the place. So if you're without power right now, you're probably going to be without power for some time here this morning while the crews work on that. So hang in there. The heavy wet snow causing some problems. The latest outage, we understand, is on Burlington, maybe between 7th and 9th Streets. Those are the latest coming in to the studios here today. We are under a blizzard warning until about 2 o'clock this afternoon, so this stuff is going to be around for the next few hours. A blizzard warning is in effect until 2 o'clock today. We expect a high later on today of 42 degrees. Right now, we've got snow and blowing snow in the city of Hastings, and the temperature is sitting at 31 degrees. Again, you're listening to Huddle Up here today on Extreme Sports, a shortened version today. My partner in crime, Tyson Irvonic, sitting in the dark in his Western studios here today. But we wanted to hop on here to give you the latest weather information that we have it right now. And again, the latest sports headlines. It's a 7:05 if you're just waking up. A lot of you probably don't have to go to work today. A lot of you probably don't have to go to school today, so just stay hunkered down in your house and stay safe throughout the day. The stuff should be moving through by about 2 o'clock this afternoon, and then and then we'll get back to work, so to speak. We've got the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament. It's going to get underway tomorrow. Tyson and I, we're going to go through our first-round picks today. Tyson is not with us. I'll give you my first-round picks here later on this hour, as long as we stay with us. I get an early breakfast break today here at the motel. Again, we're in Sioux City getting ready for the national tournament tomorrow. Both the team and myself left town early tomorrow to avoid the weather conditions that we're experiencing today. So we're set to go with the basketball tomorrow. Again, 12:45 starting time. It'll be a 12:45 start for the pregame show, 1 o'clock for the tip-off tomorrow. Again, you're listening to Huddle Up Extreme Sports for this Wednesday, now 7:07. We'll get you the sports headlines today. The Nebraska baseball team beat Pepperdine 9-6 yesterday. Riley Silva and Robbie Bolin had a couple of hits apiece. The Huskers were 9 out of 12 at the plate with runners in scoring position. Huskers are now 8-11 on the season. The same two teams will play at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Hastings College softball team swept a doubleheader from Peru State yesterday, winning by scores of 5-0 and 9-1. The Broncos are now 14-10 in the season. They are 2-2 in the conference. They'll play at Dordt on Friday. First pitch will be at 4 o'clock. Hastings College women's basketball team here in Sioux City preparing for tomorrow's game against Bethel of Tennessee in the round of 16 of the NAIA National Tournament. The Wildcats are 25-7 on the season. They average 76 points per game on offense and give up only 61 points per game on defense. The Broncos have scored 112 and 90 points in their first two games in the national tournament. Bethel is led by Micah Hart, who is averaging 17 points and 5 rebounds per game. Madison Hart is averaging 16 points and 7 rebounds per game. Tip-off will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll have the game here on Extreme Sports, beginning with a pregame show at 12:45. High school baseball season is scheduled to get underway this week. We'll see how that goes. Hastings High will play Norris tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 out of Duncan Field. Adams Central is scheduled to play Wayne on Friday with a first pitch at 4:30. In the two play-in games of the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament last night, North Carolina beat San Diego State 95-68, and Alabama State got by St. Francis by the score of 70-68. Tonight, Mount St. Mary's will play American University, and Xavier will take on Texas. Indiana has hired West Virginia's Darian DeFries as its new head men's basketball coach. DeFries will receive a 6-year deal with the school after spending just one season with the Mountaineers. His lone season at the helm, DeFries led West Virginia to a 19-13 overall record, finishing 10-10 in the Big 12 Conference before the Mountaineers were snubbed on Selection Sunday. DeFries signed a 5-year deal when he was hired at West Virginia, and the total buyout of his contract is expected to cost about $6.15 million. Mecole Hardman, a veteran wide receiver and return specialist, is signing with the Green Bay Packers on a 1-year deal. Hardman has spent most of his 6 NFL seasons with the Kansas City Chiefs after being drafted by the team in the second round of 2019. Hardman played 12 games for the Chiefs in 2024, catching 12 passes for 90 yards and no touchdowns. He also rushed 5 times for 62 yards and a score. So that's a check in your sports headlines here this morning on Extreme Sports. It's now 10 minutes after 7. Again, running a somewhat limited schedule today. Tyson is without power in his Western Studios in Hastings. I am on the road in Sioux City, so as of now, we've got power in Sioux City, although the lights are flickering here as well. As you can see out my window of my hotel room, it's snowing here too. In fact, a heavy snow. They're going to be under a blizzard warning up here until tonight. So we have plans coming to the Hastings College game tomorrow. Could have some tricky driving conditions on your way up here, but we'll have basketball tomorrow. Again, 12:45 for the pregame show. 1 o'clock will be the tip-off. Hastings and Bethel of Tennessee. Again, weather-wise, a blizzard warning is in effect for the folks in Hastings until about 2 this afternoon. Heavy, wet snow is falling right now in the city. The temp is sitting at 31 degrees. The heavy, wet snow is causing all kinds of problems with the power in and around the city of Hastings and also in Juniata. So if you're without power, you're probably not listening to this show right now. Without power, it's tough to listen to this show. In fact, a lot of the power is out in the city of Hastings. Anyway, you're listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports here this morning. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports at 7:12.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, located at 208 South Burlington, Suite 101 in Hastings. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating scalp treatments, and advanced Glow 2 facials, along with ozone therapy and frequency healing. Join us for our spring open house on March 29th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Enjoy free tours, 20% off all bookings, exciting giveaways, and a chance to win a $100 gift card for the first 30 product purchases. Become a member for 24-hour access to amenities like the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge, plus discounts on services and products. Visit us on Facebook to learn more. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Truly holistic care designed for you.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Extreme Sports has been bringing you the exclusive home of Hastings College Athletics, and we're just getting started. Thanks to our incredible sponsors and your support, Extreme Sports 2 has been a huge success, and now we're excited to announce the launch of Extreme Sports 3. With Extreme Sports 3, you'll get even more local sports coverage. Plus, 24/7 access to Sports by Line, where you'll hear the best in national sports talk. Whether it's Hastings College, high school action, or the latest from around the sports world, we've got it covered across all 3 streams. And don't forget, when we're not broadcasting games, join us weekday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for Huddle Up with Mike Will and Tyson Havronik. It's the perfect way to start your day with sports, news, weather, and great local interviews. So tune in, check out all 3 streams, and stay with us for even more sports coverage coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all possible, and to you, our listeners, for keeping Extreme Sports strong.
All right, Mike Will back with you on Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Wednesday, the 19th day of March for 2025. Again, thanks for waking up with us here today. A lot of you can probably roll over and go back to sleep if you'd like. Go ahead and hit the snooze alarm 1 or 2 times here today. Most of the businesses and in fact, all the schools are shut down today because of the current weather conditions in and around central Nebraska. Interstate 80 again is closed between Lincoln and Lexington. all the major cities around have snow emergencies in effect for a while today. Again, the schools and most of the businesses are shut down. No parking in the city's snow emergency routes. Again, if you don't have to go anywhere today, just stay at home. Stay at home and help the emergency crews get in and around the city. There's a lot of power outages, and you can see a lot of utility trucks in and around the city today trying to restore the power. Again, most of the city is without power right now, and Juniata, we understand, is without power. Heavy wet snow with rain and a few thunderstorms overnight. We're supposed to have Hastings Mayor Jay Beckby on the show here today. We'll move that interview to tomorrow. In fact, a two-part series with the mayor. So we'll get to Jay Beckby on Thursday and Friday this week. Jim Sliker from the Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network. He'll be joining us on Friday as well. He's returning from his little vacation down in Mexico. So we get him back into the States, and he'll be with us on Friday talking some horse racing, not only at Fowler Park, but also around the United States. So Jim Sliker will join us on Friday. And again, we'll have Hastings Mayor Jay Beckby on with us tomorrow and Friday as we continue to roll through the week. Again, basketball tomorrow will go on as scheduled. Both teams are here. In fact, all the teams are here. There's some opening festivities planned for tonight at the Tyson Event Center. Bethel of Tennessee and Hastings College staying at the same motel I'm at. Just a few blocks from the Tyson Event Center. 12:45 pregame show tomorrow here on Extreme Sports. It'll be a 1 o'clock tip-off. We invite you to join us for the action. Originally, Tyson and I were going to go through our first-round selections for the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament today. Tyson's not here, so we'll get his selections tomorrow. I've got my first-round selections. Again, this will be a good day to sit down and enter our bracket challenge at Extreme Sports. We've got a grand prize from Bamboo Mind and Body Spa, a free month. There are 24-hour amenities, including the cryo lounge, the hydro massage, the infrared sauna, and much, much more. That will be a grand prize for our bracket challenge, our winner. We've also got some gift cards from Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill that we'll divvy out at the end of the contest. But just go to our Facebook page, all of our social media sites. You'll find our bracket challenge. Get it filled out by the time the first game rolls around tomorrow. It'll be locked. It'll be locked as soon as the first game tips off tomorrow. So today would be a great time to just sit down when you get your power back. When you get your power back and you're able to get onto your computer or I guess you can do it on your smartphone if you'd like. Fill her out on your smartphone while you're sitting in the dark. That'd be great. Fill out your bracket challenge and get it into us. And who knows, you could be a lucky winner from Extreme Sports. Again, first-round games will be played on Thursday and Friday of this week. So if you're in the dark and you'd like to have my first-round selections, grab something to write with. Grab a piece of paper. Here are my first-round selections for the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament. We're going to start off in the South Region. Right there at the top of the page. If you printed off a bracket and you're following along with us, we're going to start in the upper left-hand corner. My first-round winners in the South will include Auburn. I think Louisville will beat the Creighton Blue Jays. So I'm moving Louisville on to the second round. I'm also taking Michigan, and I'm taking Texas A&M. They'll score off in the second round. I'm taking Ole Miss to win their opening round game. And I'm also taking Iowa State. So Ole Miss and Iowa State will meet in the second round. Marquette is a winner for me in the South region, along with Michigan State. So those are my first-round winners from the South region for the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament. Moving in with Auburn, Louisville, Michigan, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Iowa State, Marquette, and Michigan State. We'll go to the Western region. The number one seed in the West is Florida. I'll take the Gators to win over 16th seeded Norfolk State tomorrow. I'm also going to be taking UConn. Yukon winners over Oklahoma. Colorado State, here's one of my upsets, a 5 versus 12. A 5 versus 12. I'm going to take Colorado State to beat Memphis in the opening round of the tournament. So I'm going to move Colorado State on to the second round. I'm also taking Maryland to beat Grand Canyon. I know Tyson's been high on the Grand Canyon. I don't see it. Maryland will beat Grand Canyon in the opening round of the tournament. I'm also going to pick another upset. The Drake Bulldogs. Give me Drake to beat Missouri in the opening round. That's a 6 versus 11 seed. I'm going to take Drake to move on in the Western Regional. They'll play Texas Tech in the second round. I'm going to take Texas Tech to win their opening round game. I'm also going to be on the Kansas Jayhawks to win their first round game over Arkansas. And I'll take St. John's to beat Omaha, the Mavs. So my winners in the West for the first round of the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament, I'll be on Florida, Yukon, Colorado State, Maryland, Drake, Texas Tech, Kansas, and St. John's. Moving to the other side of the bracket, in the East, my winners in the opening round, I'll take Duke. In fact, I love Duke. The Blue Devils will win their opening round game. They'll play a Mississippi State in the second round. I'll take Mississippi State to beat Baylor. I'm also on the Oregon Ducks. Oregon, the number 5 seed against the number 12 seed in Liberty in the opening round. I'll take Oregon to win. I'm also going to be on 4th-seeded Arizona. I think the Cats will win. Another upset I'm going to predict. Virginia Commonwealth. I know, you're probably thinking, how do I know anything about Virginia Commonwealth? I'm going to be on VCU. I think they'll beat BYU. BYU, the number 6 seed. Virginia Commonwealth, the number 11 seed. I'll be on Virginia Commonwealth in the opening round. They'll face Wisconsin in the second round, as the Badgers are going to knock off Montana. Other games in the first round, in the Eastern Regional, I'll take St. Mary's to beat Vanderbilt. And I'll take Alabama to beat Robert Morris. So my opening round winners in the East will include Duke, Mississippi State, Oregon, Arizona, Virginia Commonwealth, and Wisconsin, in addition to St. Mary's and Alabama. And finally, in the Midwest region of the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament, I'll take Houston to move on. The Cougars will face Gonzaga in the second round. Gonzaga to beat Georgia. Clemson, winners over McNeese State in the opening round. They'll take on 4th-seeded Purdue in round number 2. I'm also going to be on Illinois, the Big Ten. The Fighting Illini will take on the winner of tonight's Texas Xavier ball game, but I like Illinois to beat either one of those two teams. I'm also going to be on Kentucky. Kentucky to beat Troy. The other two games in the Midwest region, I'll take UCLA, the Bruins over Utah State. I'll also take Tennessee, the number 2 seeded team, over Wofford. So my winners in the Midwest region are Houston, Gonzaga, Clemson, Purdue, Illinois, Kentucky, UCLA, and Tennessee. So there you go. All the first round winners. Again, we'll get to Tyson's pick when he gets some power back. Maybe tomorrow. Hopefully by tomorrow, because the games will be played tomorrow. But we'll get to Tyson's first round selections tomorrow. Again, enter the Extreme Sports Bracket Challenge. Today would be a good day to do that. Sit down, go to our social media sites. You'll be able to find our bracket challenge. Get it filled out by the first tip tomorrow. And who knows, you could be a lucky winner. Bamboo Mind and Body Spa providing us a free month of their 24-hour amenities, including the Cryo Lounge, the Hydro Massage, the Infrared Sauna, and much, much more. Plus, we've got gift cards to Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill for our lucky winners of our bracket challenge. So get it in. Again, get her in today, at least by the first tip tomorrow, and you could be a lucky winner here from Extreme Sports. So, again, recapping my winners in the opening round. In the South, give me Auburn, Louisville, Michigan, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Iowa State, Marquette, and Michigan State. Winners in the West, Florida, UConn, Colorado State, Maryland, Drake, Texas Tech, Kansas, and St. John's. Winners in the East, Duke, Mississippi State, Oregon, Arizona, Virginia Commonwealth, Wisconsin, St. Mary's, and Alabama. And winners in the Midwest tomorrow, or Friday, will be Houston, Gonzaga, Clemson, Purdue, Illinois, Kentucky, UCLA, and Tennessee. So there you have it. Opening round winners of the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament. Again, last night, just waking up, North Carolina beat San Diego State 95-68. And Alabama State got by St. Francis in one of the two play-in games, 70-68. Tonight, Mount St. Mary's will play American University, and Xavier will take on Texas. Again, you're listening to Huddle Up here today on Extreme Sports, albeit a little short-handed here today. Tyson Evronic is in the dark in the Western studios here this morning. So he'll rejoin us again tomorrow, 7:28. You're listening to Extreme Sports and Huddle Up on this Wednesday morning.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, located at 208 South Burlington, Suite 101 in Hastings. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating scalp treatments, and Advanced Glow 2 facials, along with ozone therapy and frequency healing. Join us for our spring open house on March 29th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Enjoy free tours, 20% off all bookings, exciting giveaways, and a chance to win a $100 gift card for the first 30 product purchases. Become a member for 24-hour access to amenities like the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge, plus discounts on services and products. Visit us on Facebook to learn more. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Truly holistic care designed for you.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt-slinging, adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
Yeah, Mike Will back with you here on Extreme Sports. It's huddle up for this Wednesday. Tyson is out today. Actually, he's up and around. He's just without power. I am in Sioux City, as you can see out my hotel window. It's a snow here as well. In fact, we've got a blizzard warning up here reaching into this evening's hours. The blizzard warning in Hastings is expected to expire at 2 this afternoon. Despite the snowstorm, NAIA basketball will continue as scheduled. They're going to get things started right on time tomorrow. Hastings will have the first game of the round of 16 at the Tyson Event Center, which is located that direction, about 2 blocks that way. We'll have Hastings College and the Wildcats from Bethel of Tennessee tomorrow, 12:45 for the pregame show. 1 o'clock will be the tip-off from Tyson. Again, the blizzard warning in effect until 2 today. The heavy, wet snow that we had this morning is causing a lot of power outages around the city. Most of the city, if you go to the Hastings Utilities website, if you got power, you can see how far-reaching the power outages are. They've had a lot of problems throughout the city. Also, Juniata is without power today. Interstate 80 is closed between Lincoln and Lexington because of poor visibility, and travel really is not recommended whatsoever today. So most of the businesses and most of the schools are shut down today. If you don't have to go anywhere, please stay off of the roads. Let the emergency crews do their thing today. Let the utility workers get out and get the power restored throughout the city. Just stay at home. There's no need to go traveling today and get stranded anywhere. Again, snow emergencies are in effect in all the cities around. That means no parking on the city's snow emergency routes. The schools and businesses are shut down for today. So, again, enter our bracket challenge today, and to get those in by the time the games get rolling tomorrow, you could win some neat prizes from Extreme Sports. I see Tim Jones is also sitting in the dark today, but Paul Trombley has stepped in with the latest weather forecast.
Here's a look at your weather forecast, powered by weatherology.com. A high wind warning continues until 7 p.m. this evening. A blizzard warning continues until 2 p.m. this afternoon. Snow likely today, otherwise overcast skies. High temperatures reach up to 36. Winds out of the north, 40 to 50 miles per hour. Tonight, lows level off around 17. Tomorrow, daytime highs approaching 42. Dry and much warmer Friday and Saturday, with highs from the mid-50s to the mid-60s. 3 to 5 inches of snow today. And that's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley.
And again, we've got snow continuing. Temp stands at 31 in Hastings as you wake up and get going here this morning on Huddle Up in Extreme Sports. We'll get you the sports headlines again. We'll get out of here a bit early today, turn it back over to the guys from Veasan to get you up to date on the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament. They'll get you all the latest info on the tourney, which gets underway tomorrow. The Nebraska baseball team beat Pepperdine 9-6 yesterday. Riley Silva and Robbie Bolin had a couple of hits apiece. Huskers were 9 for 12 at the plate with runners in scoring position. Nebraska now 8-11 in the season. Same two teams will play at 5 tomorrow afternoon. Hastings College softball team swept a doubleheader from Peru State yesterday, 5-0 and 9-1. The Broncos now 15-10 in the season, 2-2 in the conference. Will play at Dordt on Friday. First pitch will be at 4. Hastings College women's basketball team here in Sioux City, preparing for tomorrow's game against Bethel of Tennessee in a round of 16 of the NAIA National Tournament. The Wildcats are 25-7 in the season. They average about 76 points per game on offense and give up 61 points per game on defense. The Broncos scored 112 and 90 points in the first 2 games of the tournament. Bethel was led by Michael Hart, who is averaging 17 points and nearly 5 rebounds per game. Madison Hart is averaging 16 points and 7 rebounds per game. Tip-off will be at 1. We'll have the game on Extreme Sports beginning with a pregame show at 12:45. High school baseball season is scheduled to get underway this week, weather permitting. Hastings High will play Norris tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 out at Duncan Field. Adams Central is scheduled to play Wayne on Friday at Duncan with the first pitch at 4:30. In the two play-in games of the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament last night, North Carolina beat San Diego State 95-68, and Alabama State got by St. Francis 70-68. Tonight, Mount St. Mary's will play American University, and Xavier will take on Texas. Indiana has hired West Virginia's Darian DeFries as its new coach of the men's basketball program. DeFries will receive a 6-year deal with the school after spending just one season with the Mountaineers. His lone season at the helm, DeFries led West Virginia to a 19-13 overall record, finishing 10-10 in the Big 12 before the Mountaineers were snubbed on Selection Sunday. DeFries signed a 5-year deal when he was hired at West Virginia, and the total buyout of his contract is expected to be around $6.15 million. McCall Hardman, a veteran wide receiver and return specialist, is signing with the Green Bay Packers on a 1-year deal. Hardman has spent most of the 6 NFL seasons with the Kansas City Chiefs after being drafted by the team in the second round in 2019. Hardman played 12 games for the Chiefs in 2024, catching 12 passes for 90 yards and no touchdowns. He also rushed 5 times for 62 yards and a touchdown. So that's what's going on in your sports headlines here today on Extreme Sports. Again, Interstate 80 closed between Lexington and Lincoln because of poor visibility. Snow emergencies in effect in all the major cities around. Schools are closed. Businesses are closed today. The blizzard warning in effect until 2 this afternoon for the Hastings area. Heavy wet snow has caused a lot of problems. We had heavy wet snow overnight. It continues this morning. We've had rain. We've even had some thunderstorms being reported during the past 24 hours. Not to mention the nice weather conditions we had yesterday during the day. Things deteriorated in a hurry last night and into the overnight hours. The latest power outage that we've received reports on is on Burlington between 7th and 9th Streets, affecting the traffic lights in that area as well. So if you have to travel today, be careful. A lot of the traffic signals are not working today. There's some down tree branches around the city of Hastings, and certainly some power lines that have gone down. The best thing is just stay at home today. Stay at home today and work on your bracket challenge for Extreme Sports. Get that into us when you get your power restored. If you can hop on your computer later on, you can do it on your smartphone too. Just search for us on these social media sites, and you can win some great prizes from Bamboo Mind and Body Spa and also Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. We'll have Jay Beckby, the mayor for the city of Hastings. He'll be on the show tomorrow and Friday. We'll also have Jim Sliker coming up on the show on Friday. Talk some horses, not only at Fowler Park, but across the United States. See what's going on with the ponies. And again, we'll have basketball tomorrow for you as well here on Extreme Sports, as Hastings will play Bethel of Tennessee in the round of 16 of the NAIA National Tournament. In fact, both of those teams are staying at the same motel I am. We'll head down to breakfast and maybe have some pregame chat here in a little bit. 1 o'clock for the tip-off tomorrow on there with a pregame show at 12:45. Again, Tyson will join us again tomorrow morning on the show beginning at 7 o'clock. Have yourself a great day. Stay safe and have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports. Join us every weekday morning from 7 until 8 on Extreme Sports.
Beating Michigan State, and the Gators are national champions.
Don, that is fantastic stuff. Jensen, John and I have 2 of the same Final Four in Houston and Michigan State. How many do you match up with John?
3. We're in great shape, John. And yes, Stephen Kwan can